Hello, a warm welcome. This is Velayudan, Pidgin English, Janvi Chittur, Andhra Pradesh. I am here to present a poem, A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is a highly acclaimed American poet of the 20th century. He wrote about characters, people, and landscapes. His poems are concerned with human tragedies and fears, his reaction to the complexities of life, and his ultimate acceptance of his burdens. Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening, birches, bending walls are a few of his well-known poems. In the poem A Roadside Stand, Frost presents the lives of poor, deprived people with pitiless clarity and with the deepest sympathy and humanity. Have you ever stopped at a roadside stand? What have you observed there? Now the poem starts. The little old house was out with a little new shed. There was a little old house and a little new shed was constructed in the front to convert that into a roadside stand. In front at the edge of the road where the traffic sped, it was located at the edge of the road where the traffic was moving very fast. A roadside stand that too pathetically plead. It was a roadside stand that was pleading very sadly. For what? It would not be fair to say for a dole of bread. Don't think that the roadside stand was begging for a slice of bread. No, but for some of the money, the cash, whose flow supports the flower of cities from singing and withering faint. But they are pleading for some of the money, the cash from the city people. The flow of this cash will help the prosperity of the cities. If the flow of cash is not there, the cities will be sinking and withering faint. The polished traffic passed with the mind ahead. The traffic that moved along the road has been described as a polished traffic. Why? Because the well-off and sophisticated city folk pass in their lavish vehicles. Now the polished traffic passed with the mind ahead. They are moving ahead with a fixed mind to reach their destination only. They are not at all worrying about the roadside stand. Or if ever aside a moment, then out of sorts. Or if at all they stop at the roadside stand, they are out of sorts. They are irritated. Why? At having the landscape marred with the artless paint. Because the landscape is spoiled with the artless paint used on the roadside stand. Of signs with N turned wrong and S turned wrong. There are signboards to show the direction east, west, north, south. But here, N and S turned wrong. So people are not able to follow the direction well. That is why they are irritated. Then, what is kept on the roadside stand for sale? Offered for sale wild berries in wooden quarts. So wild berries are sold there and they are kept in wooden containers. Or crook net golden squares with silver warts. Even golden colored squares are also kept for sale. They are crook necked and they have warts on their body. Our beauty rests in a beautiful mountain scene, or even if they stand at the roadside stand, they could get what? A beautiful mountainous scenery. You have the money, but if you want to be mean, why keep your money this costly and go along? Now you see, despite the longing of these people of the roadside stand for city money, no vehicle is stopping for them to get some money. So the poet becomes angry. He says, money is with you, but you want to be very mean? You don't want to be generous? Then keep the money with you and go along. That is what the poet says. The hurt to the scenery wouldn't be my complaint. My complaint wouldn't be the hurt to the scenery. how the scenery is cut. One is maybe by using the artless paint. Second thing, that wrong signs of N and S. That is not my complaint. The cut to the scenery is not my complaint. So much as the trusting sorrow of what is sunset. But these people in the roadside stand, they have a lot of pain. They have a lot of worry. This pain is unset. That is my complaint. Here, far from the city, we make our roadside stand. Roadside stand is put up far away from the city and ask for some city money to feel in hand. Why this roadside stand is put up? To ask for some city money to feel in hand. To try. If it will not make our being expand. Don't think that little money that we get from the city people will expand our lives. No. And give us the life of the moving picture promise. What is the life of the moving pictures promise? The movies the poor people have watched are full of promises for them. In those movies, they could see people who journeyed from poverty to prosperity. The luxurious advanced lifestyle projected in TV or movies is the moving pictures promise. That life they want. Now that life is kept away from them by the party in power, by the ruling party. Now it is in the news that all these pitiful kin are to be bought out and mercifully gathered in to live in villages next to the theatre and the store. Now it is in the news. What is in the news? The land of this pitiful kin will be bought out and they will be mercifully gathered to live in the villages which are near to the theatre and the store. There in the villages where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. They don't have to think for themselves anymore. Why? Because there are people who are the people. While greedy good doers, beneficent beasts of prey swam over their lives, enforcing benefits that are calculated to soothe them out of their wits. Look at that. There are people called good doers. There are greedy people. They are called beneficent beasts of prey. They are called animals. They hunt other animals for food. They are animals, though they are human beings. They put a lot of benefit on these people so that these people won't have to think about all these things. Their intelligence will be robbed off. Right? And these benefits are calculated, planned by these people, so-called greedy good doers. And by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day. You see, these good doers, the whole day they sleep. The same thing is taught to the villages also. Thus, destroy their sleeping at night the ancient way. These village people used to work in the day and they used to sleep in the night. Now, by teaching them to sleep in the day, their old way of sleeping at night was robbed off. Sometimes I might feel myself, I can hardly bear the thought of so much childish longing and pain. This longing for the city money to flow in hand is childish for me. They are waiting for a long time for the city money to come into their hand. So I feel that this childish longing is in vain, is futile, useless. The sadness that lurks near the open window there. In the open window, in the roadside stand, there are people who have a lot of sadness. With the sadness, they are just waiting. That waits for all day in almost open prayer. How they are waiting? They are praying with closed eyes for something. What something? For the school of brakes, the sound of a stopping car. For the sound of a stopping car. And of all the 1,000 selfish cars that pass, all the cars that pass along the road are called selfish cars. Why? No car is stopping at the roadside stand. Every car is moving ahead towards their destination. That is why they are called selfish cars. Just want to inquire what are Bombay's prices are. At least one car can stop and inquire, hey, what is the price of that golden squash? What is the price of that wild berry? They can ask, but they are not stopping. Yes, and one did stop. Yes, one stopped, but only to plow up grass using the yard to back and turn around, you see. One car stopped for what actually? There is some space near the roadside stand. Using that space, it was turning around and going back. And another stopped for what? To ask the way to where it was bound. Another car stopped to ask the people in the roadside stand where the road was leading to or moving to. And another stopped to ask, could they sell it a gallon of gas? Over roadside stand people, do you think they will keep a gallon of gas there for these people? They are asking. That is why the poet becomes angry. They couldn't, this costly. They had none, didn't it see? They had none. They had nothing of gas, gallon of gas there. Couldn't they see it? No. In country money, the country scale of gain, the requested lift of spirit has never been found. In country money, village money, the village level of gain, the requested lift of spirit has never been found. The profit is very, very meager, very less. With that, the lift of spirit will not be there. If the profit is more, certainly the spirit will be kindled to do more activities. But here, because the necessary lift of spirit is not there, because gain is very, very less, very, very meager. Also, the voice of the country seems to complain. The country people complain that the gain is very, very meager. I can't help owning the great relief it would be to put these people at one stroke out of their pain. You see, I see the pain of these people. I see the suffering of these people. So at one stroke, I want to relieve the pain of these people. I want to remove the pain of the people, at least by killing them all at one stroke. That is my thought. But what is happening? And then next day, as I come back into the scene, I wonder how I should like you to come to me and offer to put me gently out of my pain. Next day, when I come back to my logical sense, I feel that it is futile to kill all the people at once. Rather, I feel that I want one of you or some of you to come to me and put an end to my pain by at least killing me. You kill me so that I don't have to see the pain of the people. I don't have to see the suffering of the people. I don't have to see the plight of the people. By ending the poem like this, the poet has narrated beautifully the rural-urban divide. Thank you very much.